Hello, welcome back to Cities Skylines 2. We are in our tax-free city, and we can finally afford to be tax-free for real. You can see we have a monthly balance of 2.4 million and taxes are 2.1 million. Right now, in this episode, we're going to focus on something else, which is to create basically a city within a city. All right, so we have this one big residential block with a little bit of an office space. Then we have the big industrial block and the power district where we're exporting power. What I want to do today is create a totally separate area. Um, right. So we're going to just buy one tile that is away from everything. Say, let's see, not all the way down there. Um, I think like there's a few options. I'm just thinking. Because we have a lot of lack of labor issues, I think what I'm gonna do is just buy this tile and then have our city here. And how we do that, we are going to um, start off with a highway connection that is a brand new highway connection. I'm gonna do a we're gonna do a like four-way highway, something like um, maybe like from here. Okay, so let's create a straight one. Cool. So we have a highway connection, that is a connection to the outside world. And now I'm just going to create some kind of a grid. Um, okay, let's just make a grid. All right. I'm thinking I just try to keep these separate for now. So what I'm gonna do is just to have something like this, right? And I'm just going to have the whole thing zoned out as high density. So let's do Eastern European high density housing. And the point of this is to um, ultimately provide labor to these labor short areas. But I'm going to fully try to develop this without using any connection to my existing city. So let's pause for a while. I'm going to make a highway connection. So let's do this. Let's just keep things simple. We're gonna have like a two-way connector. So from here, I don't know. Like this is too simple of a grid to have a complex intersection. I think what I'm gonna do is just have kind of like maybe a roundabout. So we're just gonna have a normal four-lane divided road, just connecting to the highway. And then we can have a roundabout on the highway, on the connecting place. I don't think that's done properly. Okay. Um, let's see. All right. Um, okay, the roundabout is already there. We just make the connection. I think that's it. All right. The highway merges into a normal road, and then that's roundabout. Cool. Well, that works out. And um, as for like the power and sewage and stuff, I think we can just import everything. That's the sewage and power. Sorry, sewage and water. Um, I mean, we're producing too much electricity anyway. I'm just probably gonna just have a wind turbine, or maybe not. Let's see. Well, I'm just gonna drag the power out because I have too much power. So why not? Um, we could have just imported the power as well. Cool. So with that, let's resume. Most of the problems should be solved. And I can also, I guess, where is it? Uh, where is my city policies? I think it's here, right? No, it's achievements. There you go, city policies. We can import city services as well. Um, this, to be honest, cost a lot of money. I'm sure we should be doing it because you see, we're importing a lot of stuff because based on the population connection, population thing. So if we just import it, we're importing a lot of water for some reason, sewage, police, basically everything. So yeah, probably not worth it. Um, and we go into negative right away. So I'm gonna just remove that. It's probably good for like small cities or something. Okay. So how do we make this work? I guess we really have to make it a real standalone city. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna dezone the middle. I'll make it you know, provide the services and stuff. All right. And then we can have uh, the missing stuff that these guys need. So what do they need? Right now they need a hearse. Okay. Let's go to death care. So we're gonna try and get a cemetery that's small. I think the UK one is super small. That might do the work. Um, let's see. Yeah, that does the job. Okay. We can have the extra graveyard. No problem. All right. And so that's the death care taken care of. The hearse is apparently kind of a bug where if you build high density, you get a lot of death care issues. So now, basically, you need to have like most of the city services that you normally have. This is a standalone city. So we're gonna have a small medical center as well. Um, let's get the Eastern European one because this is an Eastern European neighborhood. I'm gonna get it like uh, we're getting outside the city limits. All right, so we kind of have to get it inside there. Okay, cool. So that's done. And let's have a look at education. I don't really want educated people living here for now, because I think these jobs they mostly need the educated ones are filled. They need uneducated people. Okay, so I'm not gonna give them education. Um, Uneducated ones are not filled out, right? So I'm gonna not put any schools here because it's gonna stay uneducated to fill out these jobs. All right. Um, let's provide some fire and police services. Um, Eastern European police and Eastern European firehouse. Um, what is the blue thing? Ah, the fire thingy. All right. We already have kind of. We don't need fire because we have coverage with the. Because we have what do you call it? The choppers. Anyway, we'll get one. Why not? We can afford to. All right. So that's kind of standalone city. Let's make it a district. Um, this is our Eastern European district. EE residential. And we're gonna make it like um we're gonna have a roadside parking fee of $50. We'll get some parking income. Um let's have heavy traffic ban. Maybe not because we have highway connection. Let's just keep it as it is. Um, I think that's all. Yeah, just a residential parking thing. We have almost 3,000 like households being filled out. Um, Average result of 4 nights, 74 people working somewhere. A lot of uneducated people. That's nice. Um, cool. And then I think we can do is put some commercial in the empty spaces. So we have two more empty spaces if we need to, or three, I guess, if we need to place something else. Um, I'm thinking just dezone these, make it like medium density, EE, or mixed housing, I guess. We can have a little bit of a low renting thing going on. Like this is like a low rent zone right next to the hospital. All right, new signature buildings. Cool. So I'm gonna let it run, have this filled out before we connect it to the main city. The residents are increasing, and I'm gonna quickly check if there are any resources underground. Nope, that's nice. Okay. Um, so basically, that is a way to do it, like, because we were kind of short on people, and somehow, even though we don't have a connection to the main city, it seemed to have filled out a lot of the jobs for some reason. So if I just look at, for example, these guys, this random guy, where does he work? Unemployed, unemployed, unemployed. Um, he's a student. He's uh, okay. Da, da, da. Tired, tired. People are thinking Berkeley. So I guess they're working outside the city. Okay, cool. So for some reason, I don't know what's happening. Okay. Uh, I clicked on the thingy and now I don't see anything else. Okay, I think I have to restart. Okay. Yeah, I had to restart the game for some reason. Everything just went away. But this thing is growing, so I'm gonna let it grow. Um, the traffic situation will be pretty bad because this is a growing city, so I expect traffic to be bad, which is not a big deal. Um, what I do want to do though, uh, um, I think we want to maybe make this into a gated community. The only issue would be like people moving in, like, so I don't know. Um, but once we connect it, um, I'm thinking if we want to just assign the local hospitals and fire thing is to work locally only. Um, but we have extra capacity, so I don't know if that's a good idea. Um, they can help out within the city, then why not, right? Anyway, these are some mixed use housing. These are high density. Um, population is growing, so you don't have to do much, to be honest. Once you have a decent enough city, just have a highway connection, and then like that you have a standalone city. You can keep it like this, or you can connect it. Um, I'm like I might want to create a park or something because these guys have like no activity to do. So, like you just live here, work, and live here, nothing to do. So um, might be you know good idea to get just maybe some communication first, and then also some recreation. Maybe something like this. That's too big. But we can have like I don't know. We can have some sports stuff in the middle, right? So let's have a community pool, and then this is a basketball center, and I'm thinking in this little gap we can have like a little walkway, pedestrian walkway, or maybe parking. I don't know. Um, it's a pedestrian street. Huh. I don't know why that wouldn't work. Anyway, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We just we can place some other small stuff. This thing is too big. Um, we have something like, yeah, something like this. Cool. So this whole thing like is some kind of park area for outside recreation for the residents there, so they don't like die of boredom or something. And I guess we can have some commercial here as well. Um, I think low density would look better, but maybe we do like a little bit of both. I don't know. Yeah, like that. Oh, that's low density, right? And then we can have high density here. And maybe this. Okay. The EE low density. All right, cool. So this is basically to make a standalone city pretty straightforward. And to be honest, like if it was like part of our main development, I wouldn't do it like this. Because popping in a bunch of high density residential causes a lot of traffic issues, and you can see that already here. But I'm gonna just ignore these and pretend they don't exist. And we just need the population to fill out the jobs. This part of the city, it's kind of neglected, you can say. So I'm gonna quickly just connect the two cities now. With before I do that, let's just check finally what's what about almost 5,000 rest households. and like this probably accounts for like yeah 5,000, right? So before we built this, we had like almost 16,000 pop, and now we have 21 something. So that makes sense. I'm going to quickly create the connection now. Um, so we're gonna have the same kind of road here, and all of a sudden, all these people have access to new jobs. Cool. So we're gonna let it run again for a while. Um, they're on fire. We do have a fire thingy, and they're working, I guess. I think. Yep. All right. So I think people are slowly going to start to move in, and there will be some traffic issues as well because um, people from, a lot of people are commuting this way now. So the worker shortage should be solved pretty soon. And we also see that our intersection is showing issues. We have traffic jam. So we're gonna have to work on this at some other episode, but as soon as we connect, we can see that traffic is having issues, right? And that is normal because these were kind of designed to be like kind of low to medium density, and we're building high density stuff here. Um, so like this will be, I guess, a normal part of life for the industrial zone, because they do carry like heavy traffic and stuff. We may have to switch to mass transit soon, like buses and stuff, to carry people from residential to the industrial area to reduce traffic. But that is another episode. Right now, we're still on the growth phase, and you can see population is still growing at a rapid pace. It's almost 6,000 now. So all of these buildings are being upgraded and stuff. So I think this block of residential might be support, I guess, more than 10,000 population actually. So this is kind of a very fast way to increase their population. Um, Not the best way to be honest, because the traffic sucks if you do it like this. But yeah, it is a way to do it. Compared to that, if you say this, like we have this very intricate, detailed, low density housings, and some services, and you don't see any traffic problems there, right? Because these are all low density, right? Planned out properly with pedestrian pathways and stuff like that. So that is the difference between those two. Well, there is no right or wrong, I guess. Some people like to live in the cities and apartments, some don't. So we're gonna give them options, right? So that is, I guess, um, it's a little crazy. And if you look at the like money situation, we all of a sudden we have 1.3 million in residential taxes, um, right? And uh, the taxes account for like most of the surplus that we have right now. So even though we want a tax-free city, I think we need to have a more alternative way of income. Because right now we can sustain the city if we reduce taxes, but barely. We don't have much surplus going on. So what I'm thinking is, um, ultimately, we already have some power thingies going on. That's making money. We can also export water. Um, and Um, so I'm gonna see how water export works in maybe another separate episode. Power definitely works, but you need a lot of it. So I have a lot of geothermal here, like seven each, and they kind of, let's see here. We're exporting like 5.7 mil, but we're also like have a maintenance cost of 3.5 mil. So it is a net profit if you fully upgrade them, but there is it's not too much. Like you need like maybe 5 or 10 more to get similar net profits as you're getting from taxes. So there's that. Um, anyway, so we're just talking nonsense just to let it the time pass and see this thing grow. Okay. So this is gonna take some time to level up. Once they do level up, we'll see a lot of high rise here. And at that point, we will probably need to implement some kind of mass transit system, or we might just let them, suffer the traffic. It's not, it still works. It's not too bad. It is bad, but it's okay, I guess. Another thing we can do is just, just planning ahead. Is this is connected, right? We can just buy this whole tile and connect the highway here. So in that case, these two cities are connected. Then what we can do is have um, like faster roads. Like this is like the roads with parking, so not a fast road to be honest. So you can have like all of this residential traffic merge into another faster like large road or something coming off the highway, and then that can like go through the industrial zone. Or maybe you can just upgrade this road, like this one that's going through the industrial zone, and that'll like have like priority, no like intersection like this, right? Priority lane, and that'll probably help the traffic. But that is on another episode. I just wanted to check all our labor shortages have been solved because we kind of had a maxed out essential demand, but we are not building anything. So that is what was causing the residential labor shortage. And now if we click on random buildings, this is zero. Okay. So you can see employees fully staffed mostly. Only one uneducated remaining. Okay, and now it's fully staffed. Okay, cool. Here we can see as well, fully staffed almost. Just two open positions. And that is how I would like to quickly fill out positions and create a standalone city. And I guess it's not standalone anymore, so we connected it. But if we didn't, this could be a standalone city. Yeah, so that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.